town gone gray, where the buildings bled and the trees decayed. The streets were empty, but I could feel the echoes of a pain too real. I found an old man with no name. His eyes were blank, but his voice was flame. He said the world's already gone, we're just the last ones holding on. I'm the last song the wind forgot, the one that never fades but it's always lost. The sky's a mirror cracked and bent, and I'm the song that hasn't ended yet. I'm the hum in the bones, the ache in the soul, the last song the wind forgot to fold. Past the fields where the river's dry and the stars no longer shone to guide. The earth don't speak, but it still remembers all the fires and all the embers. You can't save what was already gone. You can't write a letter to a dead song, but I still play on a rusty string, waiting for the silence to sing final. I'm the last song the wind forgot, the one that never had a name or a plot. So sing me out with no regret, 'cause I'm the song the wind can't forget. I'm the hum in the bones, the ache in the soul, the last song the wind forgot to fold. Forgot, the one that never had a name or a plot. So sing me out with no regret, 'cause I'm the song the wind can't forget. I'm the hum in the bones, the ache in the soul, the last song the wind forgot to fold. There's a barn that no one built on a hill that don't exist. Still I ride there every dusk, like truth caught in a twist. The fence is made of nothing real, the grass don't bend, the stars don't feel. I tip my hat to empty air, as if your ghost were standing there. And I say, darling, what is real? When the world spins flat beneath my heel, the whiskey's dry, the mirror lies, even God don't answer skies. But I still sing to the echo dust in the barn that never was. There's a radio with no songs played, still it hums what silence made. The horses walk with wooden eyes, born from dreams that memory buys. I don't know if I'm awake or just a thought some drifter fate. If this is life or just the scene between a man and his last dream. So I ride where no one goes, past crooked time and frozen crows. Love don't die, it just becomes a wind that haunts one goes past crooked time and frozen crows. Love don't die, it just becomes a wind that haunts forgotten drums. And I live, and I die, and I ride because I was born in the barn that never was. The dust won't take my shape. I drank from a clock till the hours bled out. Watched the sun die west with a whisper, not a shout. The ground don't forgive and the sky don't sleep, but I keep walking where the roots run deep. I met a man with no eyes, but he saw through me. Said truth ain't a woman, it's a dying tree. So I sat till the leaves spoke flame and ash. Learned that nothing worth keeping never lasts. No, the dust won't take my shape. I ain't a man that time can drape. I'm a question carved in mesquite wood. I'm the silence where the thunder stood. You can bury my bones in a borrowed state, but the dust won't take my shape. There's a church made of mirrors out past Route 9, and the preacher just hums like a power line. He told me, son, don't chase the light, it's the shadows that'll hold you right. So I sold my name to the wind last fall, traded my shadow for a canyon wall. Now I sleep where maps go blind, where you lose yourself but not your mind. Final dust won't take my shape. I ain't a ghost you can replicate. I'm the hymn that the rattlesnakes keep. I'm the scar that refuses sleep. Even death can't imitate this soul the dust won't take. So I sold my name to the wind last fall, traded my shadow for a canyon wall. Now I sleep where maps go blind, where you lose yourself but not your mind. Even death can't imitate this soul the dust won't take. I rode through a dream that dreamed in me. I met myself on a road of dust. riding a horse that turned to rust. He tipped his hat like he'd always known. Said, "You ain't real, you're just full-grown bone." The sun was hanging upside down, bleeding gold on a phantom town. And every face I thought I'd kissed turned into smoke. I couldn't resist. I rode through a dream that dreamed of me, where mirrors walked and rivers could see. Time bent slow like a fiddle's cry, and the sky forgot how to die. If this is truth or just a breeze, I rode through a dream that dreamed of me. A woman stitched from wind and flame, whispered verses without a name. She said, "You ain't lost, you're just awake. This world's a lie you never break." So I dug a grave with no one in it, buried my name in every minute, and I sang to stones and burning trees till silence bent down on its knees. Fine if you see shadow flee, that's just the dream still dreaming me. A woman stitched from wind and flame, whispered verses without a name. She said, "You ain't lost, you're just awake. This world's a lie you never break." So I dug a grave with no one in it, buried my name in every minute, and I sang to stones and burning trees till silence bent down on its knees. Final if you see a shadow flee, that's just the dream still dreaming me. I was born in someone else's dream. I woke beneath the sky that knew my face, but not my name or time or place. The trees all bowed like old regret, and the crows hum songs I ain't learned yet. My boots left prints on water skin and vanished like I'd never been. The wind kept asking why I came, but I forgot who gave me my name. I was born in someone else's dream, where nothing's ever what in someone else's dream. There's a chapel made of bone and thread, where the silence speaks for all the dead. And I knelt down with empty hands to trace the lines of fate's demands. And there's a road that curves through thought and smoke, where every truth wears a different cloak. I ride that trail in quiet grace, chasing a face behind a face. Final me. There's a gate made of bone and blackberry vine, where the wind forgets which way is time. I found your boots in the ember grass, but the laces sang, let the silence pass. The trees all leaned like they knew your weight, their shadows stitched to a different fate. The creek recites what you once said, but only when the sky turns red. In the field where names forget their sound, no one's lost, just never found. I leave my voice on a hollow tree to echo back what you were to me. Not a ghost, not a flame, not regret, but the breath of a world that hasn't ended yet. I built a bed out of fallen light, where dreams dissolve before the night. And every star that touched my skin asked where you go when you're not with them. There's no trail back from where you fell, just roots that hum and never tell. But I still listen to the dust, it speaks of you in winds I trust. In the field where silence grows like wheat, I heard your laugh between my feet. The soil knows the sky won't save, but I keep walking anyway, with nothing left to resurrect, but love that blooms in disconnect. You left before the frost could form, but the apples still ripen like you're warm. The swing still sways, though ropes are thin, like something tries to breathe you in. Your laughter stitched in the geese that fly in curling smoke and amber sky. I never held your soul outright, but autumn wore it every night. You're the season that wore your voice, not a ghost but a softer choice. In hollow fields, in silver air, I taste your name still floating there. I don't believe in death, not quite, just love that learned to leave the light. The mailbox hums though no one's near. It knows the sound you left last year, and every pine leans just so slow, like they remember where you go. The clock stopped ticking on the wall, but time walks barefoot through the hall. It trails your scent in candle wax. In silence I still talk you back. You're the season that wore your voice, a hymn that never needed noise. No grave can hold what you became. The sky just bends to speak your name. And in the dusk without a sound, you bloom in air not underground. You never said the words out loud, but stars leaned in like they somehow found the way your silence dressed the air, so full of love I didn't dare. I built a house on the sound of that, where night rolls in like a sleeping cat. You sat in rooms no one could see, but every shadow leaned toward me. You were the hush between two storms, the pause where longing keeps its form. I held you not in hand but flame, no vows, no rings, just sky and name. The silence that spoke me yours remains in every breeze that won't explain. There's a fence that hums when I walk by, like it remembers your goodbye. The porch light flickers just once each year, on the night your absence feels too near. I heard the desert call you back, through sandstone hills and a railroad track. But dust don't lie and stars don't bend, they just replay what never ends. You're the stillness under thunder skin, that spoke me yours. I stitched your name on a cloudless side, hung it where the sparrows fly. The fence still leans where you carved that tree. Love like lanterns in the wheat. Your boots by the door have gathered dust, but the floor still creaks like it remembers us. I talk to the dusk like it's keeping your seat, pouring silence into something sweet. You're the echo in the barnwood beam, the ghost in every quiet stream. I close my eyes and there you sleep, a prayer with hands too far to reach, but still you bloom in every beat, like lanterns in the wheat. Saw the moon stitch gold through the pines. It hummed your name in crooked lines. The wind wore your light, the earth kept your heat, and time just bent beneath our feet. The song the robins never learn, the fire and leaves that never burn. Though miles have stolen what we keep, your light in roads I walk in dreams, my lantern in the wheat. She didn't leave like people do. She folded light and slipped right through. Now sparrows turn when I walk slow, like they recall what ones still know. I found her hung in roots below, where moss remembers how hearts grow. No letter left, no code, no thread, just moonlight where she used to tread. She lives where the wild wind rests, past the fences time forgets. just past regret. The lantern swings, though no one comes, and midnight tastes like distant drums. She loved like fire beneath the wheat. Now every field bends at her feet. Sometimes the creek just stops to sing, like she braided songs into the spring. And all the owls turn once, then freeze, as if she walks beneath the trees. She lives where the wild wind rests, in shadowed light and honest yes. I carry her not in my hands, but in the way the silence stands. No longer mine, no longer less. She is the hush that still says yes. I found a Bible in the chicken wire, pages soaked in axle fire. Psalm 38 was chewed by mice, but your name was underlined twice. The preacher left his boots on the stairs, said salvation don't wait in folding chairs. He kissed the dirt like it held a map, but the ground just laughed and folded back. The crows wrote verses on the barn roof tin, with claws for pins and smoke-stained skin. They preach in silence, they pray in flight, and I believe them more than the morning light. Voice like a chapel bell, rang it loud through a wishing well. Coins hit water like falling sin, but grace don't echo, it sinks within. There's a hymn in the hum of a diesel cough, and a cross carved deep where the road breaks off. I nailed regret to a cottonwood limb, bled red sap, then sang a hymn. The gospel's written in wind and clay, not in books that time can flay. So I kneel in fields the sky disowns, and say amen with the quiet bones. The gospel's written in wind and clay, not in books that time can flay. So I kneel in fields the sky disowns, and say amen with the quiet bones. The silence wears a hat in this one-horse town, tipped low like the moon when the sun goes down. Barn doors sigh like they're holding in tears, and the wind knows the names of forgotten years. A crow rides fence posts like a midnight judge. Fields lean golden, but they never budge. Your ghost ain't loud, but it hums real low in the hush between the songs on the radio. I left you where the wild oats dream, where the dirt holds truth in a silver seam. Ain't no map for roads that end like that, just dust and stars and a silence in a hat. Sometimes I talk to the screen door swinging, like it might still answer, creaking and singing. But your name don't echo like it used to do. Now it fades like denim in a sunburned hue. I left you where the wild oats dream, where hope walks slow in a sepia gleam. Ain't no preacher can preach where we sat, just a cross-eyed moon and a silence in a hat. I left you where the wild oats dream, where hope walks slow in a sepia gleam. Ain't no preacher can preach where we sat, just a cross-eyed moon and a silence in a hat. I walk the road where the stars don't stay, and the moon has lost its color and turned to gray. The dirt on my boots don't know where I've been, but the wind still carries the echoes of sin. There's a crow sitting by the old iron gate, singing a song of love too late. The trees won't bend, they just stand tall, watching me fall like the seasons that crawl. Underneath the hollow sky I roam, where the night's too cold to ever feel like home. I hear your voice in the cracks of the ground, but it's buried too deep for me to be found. I built a fire around the scraps of the past, but it burned too bright and didn't last. The river's still flowing, but it won't let me swim. And the birds flew south, but they didn't sing. I tried to climb, but the walls won't break, and every step I take feels like a mistake. I reached for the stars, but they were already gone. Left me with nothing but the wind's mournful song. Underneath the hollow sky I cried, for the things that lived and the things that died. I'm just a shadow, lost and untold, drifting through a world that's too frozen to hold. I saw a river turn into the sky, where the clouds couldn't breathe and the stars didn't try. The trees turned their backs, they don't know me now, and the ground shook beneath the weight of the vow. The sun burned black at the break of the dawn, and I waited for the day, but it's already gone. I heard a whisper from the winds in the trees, but it spoke in riddles that no one could seize. When the river becomes the sky, I'll be waiting for truth that never dies. The moon won't rise, but I'll keep counting the hours as time melts away like forgotten flowers. I found a clock without a face, spinning circles in the same old place. The light got tangled in the vines of the night, but it never touched me, never felt right. I tried to call your name, but it dissolved in the breeze like the ashes of a fire that no one believes. The mountains disappeared, but the echoes stayed, and I walked in circles where the lost souls prayed. When the river becomes the sky, I'll drift in the currents that never comply. I'll chase the horizon that never arrived, and wait for a world that's long been deprived. There's a shadow in the well where the light won't fall, and a tree that bleeds sap through the winter's call. Your boots are buried where the sun can't shine, and I still taste the dust where your lips were mine. The porch steps crack like they're keeping score of all the things we said but never swore. A rusted knife lies under the old oak ring, and I can't remember if you took my ring. Wolves don't cry in the rain, they just howl like the thunder that swallows a midnight vow. I chased your ghost through the cottonwood bend, but the wind was too bitter to call you friend. There's a rustling in the barn where the past still hides, like a broken record spinning in the tide. I felt you slip through my fingers like smoke, but your shadow still dances when the candle broke. I drank the whiskey, but it tasted like you, like the rivers we crossed when the sky was blue. But you're not a memory I can shake off. You're a scar I wear like an old worn off cloth. Wolves don't cry in the rain, they just bleed, while the earth spins slow and the dead can't bleed. I'll wait by the creek with your name in my chest, love you still but never confess. You stitched your goodbye into the hem of June with a sigh that bent the barley to the tune. Crows flew off like promises too late, their wings cut lines through the silvered gate. I buried my voice in the field last fall, where the scarecrow listens but says nothing at all. Your name still grows in the cracks of the stone, where the wild seeds bloom and I sleep alone. Ashes in the wheat, prayers in the plow. Time don't bleed, but it bruises somehow. You're left in the light between thunder and day, and the earth won't forget, though it gives you away. I wrote you a letter with no paper or pen, His soul died slow, but his heart stayed back. Carved my name in his final breath. Said, boy, you can't outrun death. I wore his sins like a suit of mud. Drank his fear, tasted his blood. No one talks about the men I've burned, only the ones I didn't learn. Bone hands breaking the dawn, built from the past I've drawn. I don't kneel, I don't pray, I just take and take till the light fades away. My face in the cracked up glass, a shadow that won't let me pass. If the law can't chase, then let it rest. I'm a ghost that lives in my own chest. Ain't no man too good to break, ain't no devil I can't shake. But when I die, don't weep for me, just let me burn in the wild free. Bone hands, hands of ash, ruins the name, but I made it last. They'll say I'm lost, but I'll stay found in every whisper that shakes the ground. Devil I can't shake. But when I die, don't weep for me, just let me burn in the wild free. Bone hands, hands of ash, ruins the name, but I made it last. They'll say I'm lost, but I'll stay found in every whisper that shakes the ground. Bled on the plow, born in a scream, choked on the dust of somebody's dream. Mama stitched hope into burlap skin, said the dirt don't lie, but the men sure been. I've got teeth made of rust and a jaw full of sin. My prayers ride fence posts and bottle tin. You ask what I run from, to look at this land. Even the wheat got blood on its hands. Grain blood baked in the sun, cursed in the cradle, shot with a gun. Hell knows my name. drink the rain till the sky went dry. Spit out lightning, chewed up the light. The preacher left, the banker stayed, and both wore suits they'd never paid. Ain't no grave that can hold my sound. I'm a scream that walks, I'm an untilled mound. They'll plant my name where the wild don't grow, and I'll rise like fire from the undertow. Grain blood cut from bone, ain't got a God, but I walk alone. If this world burns, let it burn for good. I was raised on grit, I was born in wood. Grain blood cut from bone, ain't got a God, but I walk alone. If this world burns, let it burn for good. I was raised on grit, I was born in wood. I was born with coal in my lungs, named by a crow, raised by a gun. Ate from a plate that the devil kissed, woke each day with a clenched up fist. Ma wore ash like a wedding veil, Pa played cards with the county jail. My name ain't much, but it cuts like sin, carved in the bark with a busted pen. Red bone hell humming low for the kin who reap what they don't sow. Ain't no preacher in my skin, just blood, just fire, just where I've been. I sleep with boots still on my feet, dreaming storms and razor wheat. If I die neath a vulture's grin, let the worms ride the rest of my kin. Don't bury me in marble white, just lay me down in a cold field night. Let the wind be the last amen, and the dirt my closest friend. Final red bone here, cracked and a field where the stars don't set, fed on moonlight, sweat, and cigarette. Her breath smelled like burned down barns, and she wore old thunder on both arms. She don't ride roads, she rides regret, with a blade in her boot and a song unmet. You could hear her hum through the gears of dusk, carving her name in the skin of rust. Ash mare galloping through smoke, rips the night like a worn out joke. She don't stop for love or light, just runs with ghosts till the sky turns white. Kissed like a bruise you don't explain, and vanished in a whisper train. Left me talking to the wind and dust, chewing on dreams that turned to rust. I saw her last by the crooked pine, singing to a star she called mine. She said, boys like you just wait and ride. I was never yours, I was never caught. Just ride on while the world burns slow. Ash mare breaking every chain, dances barefoot in the rain. If she loves you, you won't know. She'll just ride on while the world burns slow.